Welcome to another edition of KatSoup, the best and worst of internet humor on the radio, plus the bouncing co-host.
Here I am.
There you are.
Did you say your name already?
I'm Kat.
And I'm Alex.
Yes, bouncing Alex.
Now we're ready. For what? I don't know.
We never know, do we?
That's the fun of it, Kat.
Yeah, I did not know what we were going to talk about.
I didn't know.
Until 8 o'clock last night.
Really?
Nothing had inspired me all week.
Well, that's pretty refreshing because you're usually a planner.
I usually am. And I was tired this week.
Well, that's a big part.
Because I hadn't gotten a lot of sleep. So, I kept putting it off and I kept putting it off and I kept. So last night it was like, what the heck am I going to write about?
You're like Dave. Dave always, I know Dave's tired and you always say you're tired at times, but you don't look tired. I look haggard.
No, you don't. You're beautiful.
I do.
You're beautiful.
I know. Say it again. But anyways.
You're beautiful, Alex.
Thank you. And I'm actually tired, but I will get through this.
Okay.
I will.
Oh, I hope so.
I'm determined.
Don't fall asleep.
No, I won't fall asleep.
Okay.
What's the content today? Depends. No.
It's about sleeping and dreaming.
Okay. Oh,
because
okay.
I sat there last night and I thought,
Really?
I couldn't sleep, and while I was up, having insomnia, I should have been writing something or looking up interesting stuff.
Well, we'll learn something too.
Hopefully, yeah. So, do you dream? Do you remember your dreams?
I do. I have some of the strangest dreams. My microphone just went down. I had a friend. Well, I still have a friend, and her name's Kristen. I won't say anything else, but
hi, Kristen.
She used to say, Alex, I had the weirdest dream last night. She had the strangest dreams of anybody that I've ever met. They were so gruesome. It was so gruesome, and she's just this very nice, mild-mannered. And I thought, how can somebody like that have dreams about heads rolling and blood and everything?
Yeah, that's bad. Well, there are certain things that you dream about that are supposed to mean something.
Oh, this is interesting.
Yeah,
I always
I've
wondered.
heard some of these, like I forget what it is now, falling. If you dream about falling, it means that you're holding on too tightly to a problem, and you need to let it go.
I think that's a common one, isn't it, that people fall?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And there are themes that are recurring. This one is my problem.
Okay.
I dream about being chased.
Yeah, that's
all the time.
One.
Yeah, it's like suggests you're running away from a situation in your life. Yeah, really? You think so? Yeah. This one is interesting.
Can't find a toilet. I've never heard of that one.
Dove el baño.
Toilets are now what we use to take care of some very basic needs. If you can't seem to find a toilet in your dream, then it means that you are finding it difficult to meet your own needs in your waking life. This happens when you spend time looking after other needs more than your own. I'm trying to think of the last time I dreamed. I don't think I've ever dreamt. Is it dreamt or dreamed?
Dreamt, I think.
I say dreamt, but
I say dreamt.
Okay, I don't know.
That's right.
Hey, in our last
I should have looked that up.
Our last podcast, this is funny. I was watching it, as I usually do, and I say bouquet, and you say bouquet.
Bouquet.
And I don't know. It
probably is bouquet.
Well, no, I probably was saying it wrong.
I don't know.
Because I would say, yeah, it's a bouquet, and you're like, yeah, it's a bouquet. I just thought that was interesting. Oh, well.
You notice everything.
Yeah, your rings are really nice, too,
Thank you.
today. Yeah, pretty.
I got the stones today.
Yeah. Is there something going on? Are we having company? You're all blinged out.
No.
I heard you coming in. You're clanking.
You. Just for you.
Thanks.
I dress up for you.
I need to wear more jewelry.
You didn't even mention my shoes.
Well, I
have crazy shoes on today.
I thought you had boots on at first.
And I'm not. Should I hold them up in front of the camera?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
They're colorful.
I'm not a shoe person, really.
Yeah.
But check it out. It's spring. These are my spring shoes.
Oh, they're Prada. I love that.
I think they're Target.
Oh, I must have saw a different.
It's right next to Prada in the mall.
They're cool. They're colorful.
Yeah.
That's what I need. More color and more jewelry. I always know when you're coming because I hear clinking and clanging.
Clink, 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 and my feet clumping. Yeah. Now this one I got to. We're gonna move on in a minute, but this one was weird. Teeth falling out. Have you ever dreamt that your teeth are falling out?
I've been in bars where guys' teeth did fall out at the bar.
And did it seem like a dream?
Well, I just missed my drink. I remember.
Oh, okay.
Tink, tink, tink. That's a true story.
This is supposed to be common. So how many of you have had teeth falling out in your dreams?
No,
it's
I've never
symbolic
had that.
of your confidence and power. Teeth falling out in your dream means that some situation in your waking life is causing your self-worth to fall apart.
I've never heard of that.
These are not such a stretch.
Well, did you have that dream?
No, I've never dreamt about my teeth.
I'd tell my dentist about it if I did.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here's a question. This is from ZQuil. ZQuil has ZZZzzquill.com has all this stuff about sleep that's not like take our product. It's also other stuff. So what animal requires the least amount of sleep?
I don't know.
An elephant.
Really?
Yeah, they only sleep for about 3 hours a night.
I didn't know that.
And they only go into REM sleep, which is the restorative sleep, every 3 to 4 days.
That's exactly like Dave, our manager here. He only gets 3 hours a night. He's not an elephant.
I was going to say no.
But he gets, it's important that REM sleep, right?
I thought it meant really intelligent people don't sleep as much.
I don't know. I sleep all the time.
I sleep all the time.
What does that mean?
What do you think?
I'm not that bright. Okay.
They also had a list of curious words.
Oh, my favorite.
Yeah.
Okay, let's have them.
Clinomania. I am a clinomaniac, apparently.
That doesn't even sound
good. The irresistible urge to stay cozy in bed all day.
How do you say that in a sentence? How would you say
Clinomania? That? I'm diagnosing you with clinomania because I know it sounds like a disease.
With the applicator.
You can't get out of bed.
All right. Well, that's other words are. Oh my gosh, you're going to make me say this word.
No. Okay.
Somnophobia.
There you go. See?
The fear of falling asleep. Oh, I wonder if people do have that.
I've never been. I guess if you're afraid of what you're going to dream, it would actually be onerophobia, the fear of nightmares. Yeah.
That's a long word too. How did you know how to pronounce that one? That's a complicated one.
Journalism.
Oneiro.
I know how to sound out words.
Is it dysania or dysania?
Oh, that one, dysania.
Dysania, the feeling when you wake up and you don't want to get out of bed. Oh, I was like that this morning.
I'm like that every morning.
Oh, I'm going to have to remember that one.
I just put it off. And
sorry, Dave, I'm late. I had dysania.
Yeah, there you go.
And whatever the other one was.
Clinomania.
What was that one
Clinomania.
What did that mean again? What did that mean?
That you want to stay cozy in bed all day long.
Yeah, I had a combo.
Overwhelming desire to stay in bed all day.
Can you put those two words together? Would it mean one thing?
I don't know.
Dysania, clinomania.
Could be. I'm a dysania and clinomaniac.
I have a note written. Phonetically spelled out.
Well, we've got some other excuses.
I love these excuses.
These are excuses from emtcity.com, which is a website for EMT, emergency medical technicians. So these are kind of EMT related, but these are the best excuses if you get caught sleeping on the job.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I was taking my mandated OSHA safety nap. Oh, that's a good one.
I was merely performing some quality assurance. I was checking the insides of my eyelids for light leaks.
How about this one? They said that this might happen at the blood bank.
I was snoring. That was a complicated breathing exercise. I wasn't snoring. Instead, it was a complicated breathing exercise. Are you discriminating against me because I practice yoga?
Ooh. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
That's kind of like in your face one.
Yeah, it is.
Someone made decaf. That's why they're sleeping?
Because they went to get coffee in the break room and they thought it was coffee, but someone made decaf instead.
Oh.
It's not funny if I have to explain it to you.
I thought these are, wait a minute, if you get caught sleeping, decaf. Yeah. Oh, okay, I get it. I get it now. Okay.
Number 3 is, that's it, no more turkey sandwiches.
Number 2, I'm actually testing this keyboard for drool resistance.
And the number 1 and funniest, best excuse if you get caught sleeping on the job.
Quickly raise your head and say, amen. And that's a good one.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know ZQuil had is this the actual product, ZQuil?
Okay, this is from EMT City.
Oh, I'm sorry. This one over here I'm looking.
Oh, we've got fast. Yeah, fast.
It's like right in front. Yeah.
ZQuil, the actual product.
That's kind of creative, huh?
Yeah. Well, it's kind of what I do.
Yeah. Oh,
we write articles for where I work.
Is creative,
and they're not necessarily about our product, but it's it's
fun,
related to education, so it gets people to come and read stuff on our site and hopefully go buy something.
You're the perfect person for that, Kat. You're a lot of fun.
Am I fun?
I think you are. Most days you're a lot of fun.
Most days.
And I really enjoy it and I appreciate it. Today you're a lot of fun. And you look great too.
Thank you. What do you want?
I have an eye appointment tonight.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
So these are things that you might not know about sleep. This was in the list with the elephant is the one that sleeps the least. Humans usually have between 4 to 6 dreams a night. And you think that you don't dream just because you don't remember them. But
how long do they last, do you think?
That was not on the list.
I don't think they last long. I've heard somebody say your dream lasts only like a minute or 2 minutes. But it seems like a long time.
It seems like a long time.
Do you know people who... My brother does this a lot. I don't dream. You do dream. People do dream.
You just don't remember. No, you do. Right. I have cereal dreams.
I love cereal.
No, not about...
Quisp?
Not...
I have those dreams.
Not about cornflakes. No. I'll have a dream. I'll get up, and it'll kind of startle me. And I'll go to the bathroom or something. I'll come back to bed. I'll fall asleep, and I will continue the dream.
No. Now, see, that's cool.
Is that weird? And
that's a talent.
Sometimes it's 3 or 4
Oh, my God. You've got lucid dreams. Isn't that called lucid when you control your dream and you continue?
Oh, maybe.
Do you ever sleepwalk?
Oh, yeah.
I do, too. I eat cereal.
Oh, my gosh. My mom used to tell me she would find me places. Like, she'd get up in the middle of the night and, go check on me or whatever. Yeah. And I wouldn't be in bed, and then they would find me places. Like, on the stairs sleeping or, with the dog or...
How old were you?
I think that was, like, preschool age.
I was 8 years old or 9 when I started sleepwalking. My mom and my family would watch me come down the stairs... and go to the refrigerator. I would get a bowl of ice cream, eat it, and then go back upstairs with everybody following me, the whole family. Then went to the doctor, and he said, well, he'll grow out of it. But I didn't realize,
I gained so much weight because there was a point in my life that I could not sleep at all, and so they put me on Ambien.
Really?
It's supposed to, make you fall asleep. No. This is during when I was having marital issues.
Okay.
I couldn't sleep. So they gave me Ambien. And all of a sudden, I started gaining weight. I'm like, oh, my gosh, I'm doing the same stuff. Well, one night, the hubby followed me when I got here. I'd been getting out of bed in the middle of the night, forever when I was taking his meds. And so he followed me, and I was downstairs just stuffing my face with food.
And not realizing it?
Completely dead asleep.
Did he wake you up? You know how they say you shouldn't wake up?
No, he didn't. He let me continue eating. We blamed it on my son because we're like, Joe, you got to stop eating all the food in the house.
But they tell me when you eat like that, like what you were doing, my eyes were open and it was just like I was awake. But isn't that interesting?
It's weird, but Ambien is kind of known to do that.
That's scary, kind of.
Yeah, you need to be careful about that.
Well, at least you ate well while you were on the medication.
I'm still working to get that weight off. It's been 15 years.
Yeah, well, don't take Ambien, whatever you do.
No, I won't. I won't.
All right, well, it's normal to fall asleep. It's normal to fall asleep is...
10 to 20 minutes.
20 minutes,
I was sleepwalking when I typed this.
But, Kat, falling asleep in less than 5 minutes means you're probably exhausted or sleep deprived. That's true. Is that a cat nap? I don't know. What's considered a cat nap?
Whenever I have a nap. I can do that. I can say I'm going to have a nap for 20 minutes. And
really?
I can actually do that and wake up in 20 minutes, half hour. It's strange.
Never heard that.
Did you know?
Yes.
Many animals, pets, and even insects experience insomnia.
I didn't know. How would they know that? If an insect, they just test them and...
I would look at an insect that wasn't sleeping and think that insect isn't sleeping. It would never occur to me that they were having insomnia.
That would be my ex.
Or my pet, Rosie's up because she's a dog. It's not that
Does she have problems sleeping, do you think?
No, God, no. She's done. And then she dreams in her little legs and stuff. Have you ever seen a dog when they're dreaming and they're
chasing another dog?
You can tell that they're running. And
yeah. I love that.
Yeah, she's adorable. But yeah, she sleeps. She has to be touching me somehow. She either has to have her head on my leg or she'll reach one paw out. It's cute.
That is interesting.
It's very cute. Yes.
Well, daylight savings time can kill you.
I knew it. I knew this.
Our coworker always says that too. When we lose an hour's sleep in the spring, the number of fatal heart attacks rise. Then when it falls back in the fall, fewer fatal heart attacks are reported. Well, I've heard of that all.
Yeah.
That's interesting. It's like a full moon, all the effects onto your human body.
Yeah.
My little body's affected when there's a full moon.
Is it?
It is.
How? What?
I feel like going out and I feel more energized.
You want to go howl.
That's right.
A full moon.
I drool a lot and I,
more than
increase.
Normal?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I found some jokes from this one. Most of these came from scarymommy.com.
I love that.
It's actually very funny.
Scary Mom.
A little bit twisty, but yeah. So, Alex, what do you get if you cross an insomniac, an agnostic, and a dyslexic?
I don't know.
Someone who stays up all night wondering if there really is a dog.
Jeez. Well, how about this one? What does the gingerbread man sleep on?
What?
Cookie sheets.
Ah.
But ungreased. Is that what it says there? No, it doesn't say that. Okay.
Do you think Jeff Bezos sleeps naked or with pajamas on? Think about it for a moment.
Well, you have to say that. Pajamas on.
Pajamas on.
That's cute. Okay. Did you see his girlfriend on that flight that she took?
No.
She designed those spacesuits.
Oh. Is she a designer?
Well, yeah. I guess.
Okay. I guess she at least... I mean, no, I meant, is that her profession? Is she a professional designer or did she just...
She can do anything she wants.
He's
a multi-billionaire.
Yeah, Bezos.
Yeah.
Yes.
But she designed those when they went on that carnival ride up and down. They came down.
There was so much attention being paid to Katy Perry having sung whatever it was she sang. Oh, I don't know. It's a Wonderful Life. And my favorite, my favorite comedian, Josh Johnson. Yeah. It reminds me of our friend Kobe. Yeah. He puts little reels on Facebook all the time, and he was just laughing about it. And he's like, did they pay extra for that? And then he said, now what would have been good if she would have sung it like Louis Armstrong? I see you. And he does the whole song in Louis Armstrong. It's so funny.
That's true. Yeah. I don't think she paid $1 million. That's how much they had to pay, they said, each one to go up into that.
They paid them to go up in space?
I don't know.
You mean the people that went up in space had to pay for it?
I don't know if CBS paid Gayle King to go up there. Somebody paid. I don't know who paid. I don't think Gayle paid out of her pocket to go up, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion.
Maybe Oprah handled it for her.
Well, she was there. Oprah was there. And
Oprah was there.
And it was so funny. When the rocket went up, they had the camera on Oprah. I didn't want to see Oprah. I want to see the camera. I want to see the rocket go up. Oprah's like covering her face. Oh, Gayle. What is their relationship? My goodness. And Stedman wasn't even there.
I don't think Stedman's there anymore.
Oh.
I don't know
what happened.
I haven't seen him around for a while, so I'm not sure if they're...
Ever since her show went off, I kind of lost touch with her. I know she's got her own network. That's about it.
Yeah. Anna Magazine.
Oh, yeah. She still has that, doesn't she?
Yeah.
They do amazing jobs photoshopping her each issue on that.
You think?
Yeah, she looks good.
I was in my hairstylist place the other day, and she had real magazines. I haven't seen real magazines forever.
What?
I watch them online.
Did you look at one?
Yeah.
What was it like?
Like they're all like really thin. Remember Cosmo?
GQ used to be. Yeah, Vogue. Remember Vogue?
Yes. Yeah. Oh no, tiny. Just a few pages.
How do they survive?
Online advertising, I would think.
I'm surprised they actually print an edition. Some of these, they're so thin.
It's surprising.
All right.
Here's this last one. This is for you.
In a related topic here, my boss calls me the computer, not because of my calculation skills, but because I go to sleep when left unattended for 15 minutes.
I like that. Is that true, Dave? Do you look over and... No?
I usually don't fall asleep. On a Monday, I might.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to role play. Okay. I am the doctor.
Okay, you're a doctor.
And you're the patient.
Okay, I think I can do that.
Okay. And apparently the patient, you have come to me because you can't sleep.
Okay.
Listen, if you ever expect to cure your insomnia, you just have to stop taking your troubles to bed with you, Alex.
I know, doctor, but I can't. My wife refuses to sleep alone.
Cute. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
I got some classifieds from Morning Brew.
Oh, yeah. More signs and stuff.
These don't necessarily have anything to do with sleep. Well, one of them does. One of them doesn't have anything to do with sleep.
That's okay.
It's as close as I could get, and I pick what I think is funny.
Okay. You're the editor. And you're usually funny. You are.
Usually. Sometimes even on purpose.
You are. And when you don't think that you're funny, Cat. That's a talent.
My son used to say, yeah, that's my mom. She thinks she's a comedian. Thanks, Joe.
Well, now you're a professional.
Professional what? We're not really sure, but...
I'll get back to you next week.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a professional.
Okay.
So I'm not. You are.
So read this wonderful Morning Brew Classified I picked out just for you, Alex.
All right. You mean the Pro Chiller one here? Mm-hmm. Do we say Pro Chiller? No.
Yeah, that's like the headline. These are... Okay. Let's explain. These are news stories, but they've written them up as if they were classified ads.
Okay, so the title is Pro Chiller. That's the title,
like, when you look on Craigslist, there's always that little thing that explains.
Yeah.
what is going on here?
I don't know. Okay, so it says pro chiller in the ad, and then the description says, last Sunday, people gathered in a park in Seoul, South Korea, for the annual Space Out competition. The goal is not to have a goal at all, just to vibe silently and not fall asleep. Really? Never heard of that. They really do some strange things out there.
Well, basic meditation, kind of, yeah. Can you meditate? Have you ever tried to meditate for more than 2 minutes?
I try, but I always get hungry for ice cream. Isn't that funny?
Aw.
Yeah, I feel like eating. I'm like, what else can I be doing?
Aw.
So is that part of meditation? Do you meditate? You meditate,
You're not supposed to do anything when you're meditating except meditate. It's difficult. It's because, the ADHD kicks in, and I'm like, oh, a rabbit.
What do you do, yoga or something like that?
I do yoga and I do meditate, but I use an app for meditation.
Oh, that's interesting. That's good.
Headspace. Work pays for a membership to Headspace, and so I do that. I also use it for sleep. They have these things called sleep casts, and you can actually get some free ones on YouTube. And you listen to this, and it's usually, I pick the ones with, for some reason, the guys with British accents.
Yeah.
Because it's soothing. And they tell these little stories. And I fall asleep. It helps me fall asleep.
A lot of people do yoga, but I don't do yoga because I just can't get into it. I kind of twisted my back doing a downward dog one time.
I did. That's not good.
And these movements, I guess my body's just not designed for it. I have a short peasant body, so you know what I mean? I don't have like a Norwegian, like a tall. There are few men in yoga classes normally. Well, I don't know,
center
Kathleen.
of gravity tends to be lower on a man.
My friend Ron has a yoga class at the hospital and even in the art galleries, and there's equal men and women. But they do that difficult yoga. You balance in one arm. I can't do stuff like that. That's strength. Oh, my gosh.
I can't remember the name of the yoga, Yeah, I do Hatha yoga, which is pretty much like beginner yoga. I've been doing that for years. Years and years. I have not. Yeah, there's hot yoga. I've been lost all kind of weight doing hot. They turn the temperature in the room up to like 90 degrees, and you do yoga in the heat and you sweat.
I couldn't do that. It's like in a sauna.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
I got to be comfortable when I do stuff like that. My goodness. Okay. Wow.
So this one I like. This is called Experienced Cat Trainer.
Yeah.
A study found that 4 out of 10 cats can play fetch. A much higher share than originally thought. Unfortunately, 0 out of 10 cats can play fetch when your friend comes over and wants to see it. That's true.
I didn't know that cats actually did. I've never seen a cat fetch. Have you?
My cat Jasper.
Really?
Yeah. Those little pom-poms that you use for crafts, he loved those. And I would throw the pom-poms, and he would keep bringing them back as long as I would throw them. It was so cute.
A lot of cats, Dave has a cat, I don't know, that he says acts like a dog, the personality, and that's cute too.
Yeah.
Some people don't like that though.
I got a cat, I want a cat. Darn it.
Yeah. Yeah. I've never had a cat. Well, I'm allergic to cats, as we all know.
Yes.
I haven't been invited to people's homes who have cats because they know that.
Or you don't come to people's homes because somebody erroneously told you that they had a cat.
Who's that? And
I just thought you didn't like me. No, I can't make it. And revealed, Dave told me that you have cats.
But it's gotten worse as I've gotten older. The breathing. I mean, before it was just sneezing. Now it's the breathing. Isn't that weird?
Because cat dander just goes everywhere.
You can't help it.
Yeah.
So.
I found a couple signs from Board Panda.
Yeah.
I love these. These are both like garage sale, yard sale signs.
That's a good one there.
Yes. That's yours.
It says a big sign. It's a huge one, actually. You can see these online, too, on our YouTube channel. Take my ex's stuff. It says yard sale. And then in smaller letters, it says, it's all got to go, just like him. That's pretty good.
Yeah. This one I loved. It never occurred to me that you might want to do this.
Oh, my God.
It's a going to jail sale. I'm going to jail, and I got to get rid of some of my stuff.
That's kind of creative.
Funny.
I like that.
It's creative
jail
and
sale.
It's very revealing.
I would have put like a little Monopoly guy on there or something. Kind of like pointing.
That's cute.
Go to
jail. Yeah. I wonder how many people asked him what he was in for.
Well, that's kind of smart. People would stop if you saw that sign, right? It would draw more people.
Well, I don't know. If a convict that was on his way to jail, I'm not sure I'd want to go in his garage.
Well, I mean, if you needed a file or something, you'd pull in there and see if they had a file and stuff like that. I would think.
I found one headline from Board Panda. It was so good that we only need one. And it's actually, the headline is fine. It's what the lead sentence says.
Oh, well, the headline is Army Vehicle Disappears.
Yeah.
And then the article says that an Australian Army vehicle worth $74,000 has gone missing after being painted with camouflage. Is that real?
It's a real headline from a real newspaper. Yeah. Did they not? I always wonder about these. Like, did they not really proofread and realize that was really funny, or did they leave it in there on purpose?
They painted the vehicle and then it disappeared. I just think that's funny.
I think it's very funny. Yeah.
Where'd it go?
Where? Oh. So I found some posts from X.
By the way, they should do that with some people. Paint camouflage on some people.
And see if they just disappear.
See if they disappear, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So from X, Randy Paint says, the early bird gets the worm, but the late bird just gets a slightly worse worm. There's worms everywhere. Who cares? Sleep late. Do not let the worms dictate your lifestyle. Thank you.
There's another one. They say 40 is the new 30 and 50 is the new 40. All I know is 9 p.m. is definitely the new midnight.
Yes.
That's true.
Yes.
You know,
the
new midnight.
The new midnight. So a couple ruminations.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with sleep. Nothing at all. Okay. Couldn't find anything. But that's here we go.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw an article where a nutritionist said that when he wants a crunchy snack, he goes for carrots instead of potato chips. Unrelated life hack. I recommend the easiest way to change a flat tire is to paint the bathroom. From Brad Hamner.
That's pretty good. Here's one. I've just finished an oil painting of a 2004 Nissan Frontier because I'm a cheap pickup artist.
I know, that's a groaner. Not so much a laugher, but a groaner. Yeah.
That's a good one, though.
So what are you doing this weekend? You can always tell when we run out of material because I want to talk about the weekend.
Well, you know what? I think it's supposed to be a nice weekend, so I'm going to be out more. Were you out yesterday? It was so nice. It was like 84 degrees.
Yeah, I took a little break during the day and went out and pulled some weeds because that's fun for me.
I saw people. I live in Highland Square, and I saw this guy walk by, and he was dressed in black, a heavy black sweatpants on and a black hoodie with a cap on under the black. I'm like, aren't you hot? It's 84 degrees.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I
don't know. But he looked really cool, though. I guess black.
Yep.
And black is really, when you go to New York City, all the people who live there wear black for some reason. Yeah. New Yorkers. Why is that?
Because it's cool. I can't wear black because I have a blonde dog. So
you're not matching. Is that why you don't go to New York often? Or
well, I took mostly black to Italy, and
really?
I packed it all, and like in another room where Rosie doesn't go, and to make sure that there wasn't dog hair on anything. And now I have all these clothes, and I can't wear them.
Did they notice you had black on a lot in Italy?
Nobody said a thing.
Oh, okay, just kidding.
That is all we have for today. I'm Kat,
and I'm Alex,
and together we're
KatSoup.
The best of internet humor on the radio. And I'm going to let you read all of these this time.
Yeah, you can listen to us on WEYE and radio.net. Also, our podcast is on Spotify and also on Facebook under KatSouper, all one word, KatSouper. And we're on YouTube at KatSoup on the radio, all one word. How about that in a quick thing?
You did that. And I didn't interrupt you. Did you notice that?
I'm awake now. Let's do a show. I am.
Have a good week.
Bye.